I'm gonna prep for our run today. We have a 15-mile run, which will hopefully take us about 4 hours, kind of depending on how much we stop, but like 4 hours worth of food is what I need. So obviously I have my vest. I typically will carry my Katadyn filter. I do have a first aid kit, and then I have bug spray because some places it has been absolutely atrocious and I can't stand it. So got those things. They kind of just live in here. I also have Body Glide. I need to get a smaller one of these, but I do have Body Glide, especially because they get wet and things start to chafe. So then I have my Kula cloth because I like to wipe when I pee, personally. And then let's plan some snacks out. So firstly, we have some salt chews. I will probably bring an electrolyte packet as well. I'll bring an Element, but I've been liking the salt chews because then I can just drink water, which is great. Let's see what I got. So we need about 4 hours worth of snacks, and we're eating every 30 minutes. So each one of these is going to be a half an hour. So we have 3 goos, salted caramel, Coca-Cola, and vanilla bean. So that is about an hour and a half, plus some Clif Blocks, which if I eat the entire thing, it's probably good for like an hour, but we'll bring this. Also gonna bring a serving of Lifesaver gummies, which will be 2.5 hours worth of snacks. I am gonna bring a bar because every now and then I'd like to eat like something that is like real food consistency. So with calories in this, that's another half an hour. And then I need something else. Let me look. Okay, I have some Oreo Cakesters, which are kind of dry, but they are a lot of calories. So these work probably for another hour. And then I'll probably pack some chips because I like to have something salty since everything that I'm bringing is like heavy on the sweet. So I'll probably bring some chips because I need something like different. And then, yeah, that's about it for food. Inhaler, chapstick, also necessary. We're gonna count these. 2 servings. Only 14, y'all. Candy is so much cheaper than gels. Like, it's kind of unbelievable how much we pay for gels. Just a little energy for the road. $32 pieces is about 160 calories, 16 carbs, so not a ton, like worth it. These are also like not what I would usually choose, but this is what I have. So I'm gonna bring my poles, even though this trail isn't like a crazy amount of elevation, but I've been practicing running with these. And then I've got a hat, sunglasses, and just a couple like extra things in here, like sunscreen, hand sanitizer that I'll bring in the car, but I probably won't carry. So that's that. So we haven't really talked about a goal for our training run today, but our race is about 4 weeks and 3 days out, and ultimately like the sun is shining and it's a great day to be training in the mountains. So we're gonna go to one of our Lauren's favorite trail runs. It's a great trail run, nothing against it, it's just like her favorite. So we're gonna go do that. And then she's actually leaving this weekend to go do a Sierra High Route. So I'm on my own for some training, and I'm actually going backpacking Friday. So I'm trying to figure out kind of like what I should be doing the rest of the week. And tomorrow's actually my rest day because I didn't take a rest day on Monday. So I'm just going to be doing like a really light restorative yoga tomorrow. And then, yeah, Friday I'm going backpacking. The backpacking trip is pretty chill. So I'm thinking that like on my way out, I'll stop and run, and then probably stop on Saturday also and run. So I need to pick some harder trails. But for today, I think our goal is to just like kind of keep moving, keep a steady pace. We don't ever really set pace goals, but we probably should. I'm just thinking about it. But we are just trying to get in as many miles and hours as we can during the week, since we only have 4 weeks left and we're still in kind of like a build before our 50 miler. So we're training for a 50 miler. Yeah, so kind of that's ultimately kind of the plan. Okay, one last thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pack up a cooler bag because I started to try and bring something to drink afterwards. So I'm gonna bring this Core Power. This is my apple juice, which really needs to defrost some because it's like literally a brick and I don't want to carry that. So I might actually leave that out starting now because I'm like, and sometimes I bring other stuff, but today that's all I'm bringing. So actually I'm gonna leave this out. So yeah, hot take. I do like to bring like fruit sometimes too. I don't have any watermelon or anything good, so just the Core Power for today. Okay, now it's time to load the car and head off to meet Lauren. Unfortunately, this is like kind of a long drive. We have I have an hour to meet her and then even longer to get to the trailhead, but it is what it is, I guess. So we're just gonna hope the traffic isn't too crazy and all goes well, because honestly, that's the parts that is like the absolute worst. So yeah, so I'm driving today because Lauren drove last time and I have air conditioning and she does not, and it's pretty toasty. So yeah, I'm not trying to be gross. Okay, off to get Lauren. Okay. We picked up Lauren. We're at the trailhead. We're going to run. I think.
We're going to run so many miles, so fast. We're going to set so many PRs.
She's going to be the local legend on this trail that shall not be named.
That is my goal for this summer. And if I'm not local legend by September 1st, I'm quitting my running career.
So, yeah, we're going to finish getting ready and then that's it. Okay, bye. Okay, we're ready. We're going to take a PGS, which is a pre-game shit for those of you that didn't know. And then we're going to get to running. We're just discussing our race right now and the stats. It's in 4 weeks and like 4 days, by the way. And I can't decide if I'm more excited or more nervous. Like, I love a race. I live for a race. I think they're so fun. But like, we've only been training for like less than 2 months. So I'm also pretty freaking scared. What are your thoughts?
It's my first 50 miler, so I feel like I have the right to be scared.
True.
But I'm also equally
so
excited. I have amazing news for all of us in Washington. It is officially berry season. They are here. Also, we're 2 miles in and we got a scotia of a view. Okay, so we're just hit about 30-ish minutes. So we're on to snack one of the day. And I'm gonna go with a Coca-Cola goo.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
I also have goo.
She has,
Sponsored by ourselves and our jobs.
we picked for these, so thank you very much. Yeah, so my tummy's a little mad today because if you're a woman, you'll catch my drift.
Oh, I love being a woman.
So I'm gonna try really hard to eat consistently and drink. Also, Christy, you're amazing. I have ice cold apple juice in my flask and I couldn't be more happy. So thanks for that amazing little tip. Just a quick story time. I don't know why I'm gonna pretend like we were just running. We weren't. I went on my very first trail run here right before the day that I signed up for my very first ultra. I fell on these very rocks, hit my knee, bruised my bone, couldn't run for a month. I texted Sam that day and I said, I just signed up for an ultra. Do you want to join? She didn't. I can't remember why, but Because it was like in a different continent.
No, it was definitely in California.
Oh, it was the TRT. I mean, not TRT. Yeah.
Catalina.
Catalina was Catalina.
Catalina wine mixer.
Sorry, babe.
Ultra. Anyways, full circle, now we're here and we're training for our 50 together. If you ever wonder, you see those trail runners running downhill, passing you, going so speedy, just know they're doing 20-minute miles on the uphill. And we are still trail runners for that. Thank you very much.
It's time for snack 2. My lifesaver gummies. A serving size is 14 or 7, but I'm gonna eat 14 of them. And Lauren is having
Sour Skittle gummies.
oh yeah, they don't look very appetizing.
No, they've been in my bag for 3 runs.
And I really need a way to carry my poles because this is where we're at right now.
Smash.
Keep hiking uphill because that's what these average trail runners do.
Oh, I just swallowed this bug. I have amazing news. We've just gone a little over 5 miles and we're finally out of the trees. Take a peek. Actually, you don't want to look at me. Get a load of that. We started this, I don't know if we said this, at 4:30 p.m. and we knew it was going to be like a 4.5 hour run for us, especially if we go to the lakes. So we're kind of pushing it in terms of 9 p.m. actually 8:55 p.m. now, sunset. So I think we're gonna go to the lake. We kind of talked about it a second ago. We were like, yeah, good. But did either of us bring a headlamp? No. But betwixt us, we have 3 or 4 phones. 3. So we got a lot of flashlights to work with. For those who are on mountain duty, do you see her? Can you see? I'm a hot dog. Name that reference. We are half a mile from the top, and then it's 1 more mile to the lake, which we think we're gonna skip because after this we have to drive back to my house, which is an hour. She's taken my little doggy for the weekend, and then she has to drive 30 minutes home, and we're already, whoa, did you see that? We're already gonna be getting to the car at 8:30 ish. So chopping it perhaps a little short, but still 14 miles, so nothing to, what's the phrase, nothing to turn your chin up at or whatever. Yay, we have made it to the tippy top. Good soup. We've decided to actually go to the lakes. Sam said, it's just 2 more miles. What even is that? So we are going. I do think we'll be down before 9 still. It's only, that's not the time. What's the time?
6:45.
Yeah, 6:45. So we have 2 flat miles to the lake and back, 6.5 downhill miles. I think we can do that in 2 hours. 2 plus, maybe. These are some very nice runnable trails. We had some pretty bad luck with the trails trails we chose this weekend, just like not runnable, lots of blowdowns. So it feels good to be on something like this where we can just run without being forced to stop. I was gonna say run without stopping. We do love to stop. Oh, sorry, I don't know why that just screamed at us. Speaking of blowdown.
It's a bit rocky. Catching the sunset on tonight's run.
Good thing we're basically to the lake because I'm fresh out of water. What do they say in Silverado? You're all out, boys. Or, what do you say? You're empty, sir. I don't know if my dad sees this. Let me know what the quote is.
After much deliberation, we decided we were going to come to the lake after all because we needed water and we kind of had FOMO. So if we get back in the dark, we get back in the dark. As this is important.
I just chugged a bunch of water because I've been out for like a mile and a half.
Things not to do.
Yeah, things not to do. Don't think to yourself, pretty sure I can make it with my water. Anyways, oh, there's a mashed skater. In Feliz-a-Mage, we do have to go back uphill to get back out of this lake. So, love that for us. Little bit of sunset action. We're about to come up and over the ridge, so everyone say goodbye to the big view of the day. Ate Passada Kivem, I think. Someone let me know if that's right. Actually, don't let me know. I'm happy to think that was correct. This super like technical terrain is not helping us out for getting back to the car before sunset. It's 8 p.m., which means we have 1 hour and 5 miles to go. So
We have like 5-ish miles and an hour till dark. No headlamps. Whoops. But we're finally on a running trail. So hopefully that helps.
Update. We're like probably a mile from the car, or I think less. And it's not that dark yet. Made it to the car. Look at all this light. Would you even believe we were worried about headlamps? I'm between the sunset like 10 minutes ago, technically.
But we did it.
We did it. We feel so ready for a rest day tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was like a 4-hour, 20-minute run, I think it logged.
Yeah, our
And,
average
like,
pace is 18.
You know, we stopped to film the TikTok, so what are you gonna do about the pace?
Yeah.
But
Thanks for coming along.
hope you love us.